Alright guys, Carter here with the trade recap. I'm gonna make this pretty fast. I got stuff to do today. Um, right here, yesterday we already swept the previous daily low, and I failed to recognize that. So based on me not seeing this, I wanted to see price come down to take out these daily lows, and obviously that didn't work out so well. So right off bat, my bias was bearish, and I we'll get into the trades here in a second. I'm just going through the thought process. I failed to recognize that there was a 15-minute order block right there, and price came and tapped all the way into it, and then that's where it reversed from. So also we swept these levels here on the daily, so I should have wanted to see price flip back to bullish, being that we just completed sell side of the curve for here, so we need to see at least a retracement before continuing lower, especially after tapping into this order block. So yeah, today was honestly a shit show, and we'll get into the actual positions that I took. But so then going from the weekly to the daily, like I said, failed to recognize this right here. And so this really is what killed me, because I wanted to see price take out these lows at 457. But tapping to the order block after the daily sweep, obviously price needs to go higher. And I did end up getting into a long, which we'll get into. But another thing that really threw me off today was at open, we hadn't fully closed in this fair value gap yet. I wanted to see 4-hour fair value gap rejection to go lower. And there's also this 4-hour order block that price was that tapped through and then continue higher. So I failed to see that order block. I didn't think about where price was at the time. I was too zoomed in on the previous candles. I didn't even look at the weekly. I didn't see the order block. So there's all these issues that arose, which gave me a false bias for the day. And, you know, because looking at this, you know, if you're looking at just this candle here from yesterday, you'd expect price to continue lower to take out these levels down here on the day. But just because of that strong order block, I ended up getting rinsed on that, which is fine. So higher time frames were just pretty much wrong for my bias, and I did go long, and so we'll get into these trades. So ooh, yeah, this is bad. I didn't mean to. This was a fake trade. No, it's not fake. I didn't mean to get into this trade. I meant to set a limit order, and I got into a market order, so it ended up getting me in. But right off rip, what I was looking for up until I took this long was to sweep London as manipulation at the open. And after we swept London, I wanted to see Asia get ran. So I would have had a take profit at Asia lows, and then a take profit at those other lows I was talking on. So speaking on this level, where is this at again? Like a 4-hour low, I think. Yeah, the first 4-hour low down here. But regardless of that, this is a daily low. Yeah. Okay, so doesn't really matter where my take profit was, being that I didn't even get fucking close to it. But the entry model was kind of botched. I just saw that price came up and tapped through this 4-hour fair value gap, which I can mark it off on here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. There's this 4-hour fair value gap that we tapped through, so I wanted to see price tap through it and then give us a discount of the range, so go back to equilibrium and then go higher. And so that's exactly what happened, right? So the range that I would have been looking for would have been from here to here. And so instead of waiting, I just got in early thinking that it was going to take out these highs here, and I ended up getting stopped out, you know, pretty quickly in the trade for about maybe 30 minutes, about 30 minutes. And so the trade, it was fine. I was in 2 micro contracts, which the price of micros right now are kind of insane. So I was risking $600 on this trade, ended up losing. And what I should have done was set my stops to break even after entering and seeing that we're pushing up, because if price wanted to take these highs, it would have taken these highs. So I should have known right around here that I should just set it at break even and look for a better entry to go long again. But instead, I then aborted the bullish bias and flipped back to bearish to target everything I was talking about on these higher time frames. And that's really what killed me today, because then I ended up getting a 1 micro, which is about 300, and so I ended up losing just about $1,000 on the day due to this failure to recognize that I need to take a step back and reevaluate my bias. So my bias that I had at the start ended up failing me, so then I switched to the bullish bias, and then that failed me, and so then I switched back to bearish bias. I'm like, there's no way I could be wrong about all of these at once, and I was wrong about all of it. I gave a lot of the profits that I made back this week to the markets, just about all of them. And that's, that's how the game goes. I over leveraged, and I've been trying to size up, which I can explain that in a moment. But yeah, kind of just all over the place today. What I should have realized was that before just jumping into this trade, we actually had tapped right into equilibrium, and on the 5-minute, we tapped right into this 5-minute fair value gap. And this is where price reverse from. So we rebalanced this 5-minute fair value gap, and then at the same time we were hitting equilibrium. So I should have known that price wasn't going to continue lower. And there's also this order block here on the 5-minute that price tapped into. So yeah, I mean, it really just wasn't a valid trade entry. Neither of them were. There was no real trade model on this. I just kind of was thinking, if we're going to run these highs, let's run the highs and I'll get in. And that didn't work out for me. And then on here, kind of the same thing, just swap my bias. Now I'm back to bearish, and we got stopped out. And then this is really what pisses me off here, is that price action was just shit the entire morning. And then news came out. We had the 10-year bond auction that came out, and FOMC is coming out in 10 minutes. So now I should have known that because we had higher impact news coming out, that price wasn't going to be as efficient until we had the news release. And that's my fault. It is definitely something to note down, and I can move forward from that. But yeah, so right now it's like I have all the puzzle pieces, and I'm just trying to connect them the right way, and I fell for the trap. So on the 15-minute, we kind of did a little bit of a barcode up here, accumulating, and then price manipulated down, which I fell for the bear trap, thinking that we were going to come down and rebalance this entire range. And what ended up happening, fell for the trap, and then got trapped in the trade. So I got stopped out, basically, to put it simply. And that's kind of what did it for the day. That was the final nail in the coffin, was this trade here. And, it's good that I'm going through all this, because I'm realizing a lot of mistakes that I made this morning. And I was really overconfident, and seeing where the market was at this morning, you would have thought that manipulation happens, go take buy side up here, and then we can swap to sell side. But I was too zoomed in on the lower time frames. I failed to see that we had already taken the daily low, and so price should continue to go higher rather than flip to go, it should flip to go bullish rather than continue bearish here. Being that buy side was already taken, or sell side was taken, so we had to go buy side. So yeah, kind of all over the place right now. It's fine, but just a brief rundown of recently. I've actually been trading pretty good this past week. So, I mean, only one out of the past 6 days, we only had one red day. And so now I got 2 Wednesdays that are going to be red days, and that's fine. But overall, the progress is there, and it's cool to see my top step dashboard, right? So, I mean, the equity curve is up. Obviously, we did end up hitting this minimum balance today for the max daily loss. So we still have the account. I'm really not worried about this account. It's at 50K, and I have been trying to size up. So overall, like, yes, I'm profitable, but these small issues that I keep falling for, these traps, is really what's killing me, because my biggest winning days aren't any better than my biggest losing days. In fact, I've had more bigger losing days than I have bigger winning days, and so I really need to get that all dialed in, which is I've been doing back testing and trying to figure out a way for the solution. The issue with back testing is after so many days I disconnect with the actual session itself, and now I'm just taking random trades that don't have any significance, and I'm not learning anything from it. So just finding the balance with this. I mean, overall, though, I'm happy with how calm I stayed during these losses. I didn't freak out or anything. I just said, it's a loss, business expense, let's go. On to the next. What really pisses me off though is just getting stuck in these ranges, being on the wrong side of the market, and then knowing that when news happens that price was gonna be more efficient. And I usually don't trade news, especially I've never traded a 10-year treasury report, or what is it, a fucking, what do you have today, 10-year bond auction. I've never traded that before. I didn't know what to expect, and I usually always take the day off when we have FOMC, but I figured, well, if it's later in the day, let's just trade AM. And now I realize why people take FOMC days off, because price didn't do anything during the AM except for fuck me and get me caught in a bull trap and a bear trap, one right after another. So, good things to take note of for sure. And I'm going to be trying to get the YouTube a little more consistent. I've just been really focused on connecting all those puzzle pieces, and it's getting there. It's getting there. Been really, like, I've noticed this like insane mental clarity that I have coming into the markets recently, and that's why I've been able to execute properly. You can see on my trade path here, I've been able to execute really well on, this whole past week has actually been pretty good. And I took my payout, and that money is in my bank account now, and so I have the funds to get more capital with Top Step. I'm just kind of waiting on it, but let me show you guys my demo account. So I'll log out of Tradevate, and we'll go into the demo account here, the paper trading. So I've been doing a 100K test run, and my goal is to hit $9,000 in profit, and I've been treating it exactly like a funded account would be. And as you can see, we hit my goal. I don't think it's going to show the executions on here. Oh yeah, you can see here I hit some pretty good trades, sold there, bought back here. Yeah, so I ended up selling 5. I don't know why. Maybe I did do in a buy position. I think I took a loss here. Then sold, bought. Not even sure. I can't base it off of these executions, but I've been executing properly and within my risk management on the demo account, and it's been working out just fine for me. Oh wow, I started this a while ago. March. Okay, this is like last few weeks ago. So yeah, I've been trading the demo really well, and I think part of it is because I'll trade my funded and then look for a PM session with demo. And not to say that I can't trade PM session on my funded, but once I take a trade on the funded, I kind of disconnect for a little bit, and so I need to take a step back and then reevaluate what I'm doing. And so I guess good habits are being built with the demo, right? And this goes to show that when I get the 150K, I won't have an issue hitting my profit target in the month's time. And so it's all going good. I just really need to get these new accounts, because I'm going to go for 750K funded. And so by placing these trades on the 100K, risking, $1,000 each trade, knowing that that's only, that's not even a full 1% on a trade, it's really gotten me more comfortable with sizing up. And I think that going into the new accounts, probably in a week or two from now, it'll be a lot more smooth. And obviously the market's kind of in a weird position right now, being that news just pushed price up so much. And I guess while we're here, we could see what FOMC does. But overall, guys, I've been doing good. My trades have been solid recently, and it's all making sense. Been doing good back testing, getting my studies in, and yeah, so I really can't complain about anything. I'm still just here for the process. I'm not focused on a particular destination, right? So it's just one day at a time, getting what I need to get done, tracking all my trades, journaling every day, just all the fun stuff. And so part of that is YouTube. Kind of fell off the YouTube a little bit, but just getting these videos out while trying to get this and that done. Sometimes I get a little burnt out. So still working on the consistency, making the videos, of course, but it is what it is. It's a process, and I'm willing to walk to the destination, right? I'm just enjoying the walk, right? I don't care about the destination. I don't care about the P&L. I'm going for winning days in the funded account, so it's $200 or more, so I have no profit target. I was on track though to be hitting another like 2% month this month, or in April. I mean, I still have the chance. Like April, like we just started April. We're in the 9th day of April right now, and so there's still like plenty of room to grow. I could hit another 6-hour trade and make all that money back. It's just today was very sloppy, and I fell for the traps, and there wasn't clear price action, and I'm still trying to trade it. And you know, sometimes that's just how the game goes. FOMC just came out. So I think so how does FOMC work? I think they're doing a meeting, so I don't think there's no like data that's come out quite yet. But this might just push price all the way up. We could see some 4-hour rebalances here, or even like some daily levels get hit, like up in here. We've already seen 2 dailies get swept, 3 going towards 4. So we'll see what FOMC has in store. But as for now, guys, that's all I got. Just a quick update for y'all. Today was sloppy, and I just want to put this out here, because if somebody's seeing this and you're having a bad day or like a bad week, like, it doesn't mean anything, right? This isn't a lot of data, but being able to see this data from since I started this funded all the way up until now, it's really cool, because I can see my bad days, I can see my good days, everything, you know, it's all just in the grand scheme of things. And every day I'm getting better, every day I'm learning more, I'm connecting more of these puzzle pieces, and you know, it's just really part of the process. So yeah, I would have really liked to been more patient today, waited for news to come out, because not that there's like an ideal entry necessarily here, but being able to recognize that price is going up, you know, I could have caught the news push a little bit anyways, but this is all hindsight. You know, there's no reason to be wishing this or that. It's just what it is. And you know, overall, mentality wise, great day. Technical wise, got absolutely rinsed. And that's all I pretty much got for you right now, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Whenever you're watching this, day or night, just enjoy that shit thoroughly. You only get one life, so make it count, guys. I'll be back in the near future with another video. So until then, everyone, stay blessed, and good luck.